Welcome to Sunrise Sunday. This is the place to activate remembrances of your multidimensional self to reveal a deeper layer of the sacred within. Each message is an energetic transmission that elevates energetic frequency and consciousness. Higher consciousness activates new knowledge and wisdom from a soul level, leading to a higher expression of mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. The higher the frequency, the higher the expression of life, and our souls transcend into higher states of being. Sunrise Sunday is all about ascending you into this higher awareness. I'm your host and channel, Vidette Mayer. I'm stoked to have you here, and welcome to our sacred space. Let's get going. Welcome, beautiful soul, to this week's Sunrise Sunday. This is Vidette Mayer. I am here to be of service to you and to bring a message to help our collective reach higher levels of awareness, higher levels of frequency, higher levels of consciousness. However you and your mind and your heart can hear the words in which we're doing here is the perfect way in which to hear this message. Whether you are here as a being that believes in the ascension process, in the process of going from a third dimensional physical being into higher dimensional existence where our soul evolves and you call that ascension, this message is for you. Whether you are an individual who is empathic and can feel a lot more than simply your energy. You can feel the energies and the frequencies of those around you as well as in our collective. If that is you and you identify with being a starseed, a light worker, an empath, a spiritual being, this message is for you. And maybe you're someone who simply just says, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm called. I'm just curious with how to create a different experience of life. I want to enjoy more. I want to have more meaning and have more purpose in my life. This message is for you as well. Because at the end of the day, we are all discussing the same thing. We are here to have a higher expression, a more advanced expression of life in our physical form. And that is in our 3D self. And then we are also here, all of us in humanity, really wanting to feel the bliss and the joys of life and transcend out of the darker and more limited expressions of life where we feel more stress and all of the things. We want to transcend into levels of frequency where we feel the joy and the bliss of all of the things that we are and all of the ways we show up in life. We want to feel the bliss in all of those roles. And then we are all here to transcend our souls from where we are to evolve into higher expressions of soul consciousness. So no matter what the language is, we are talking about the same thing, and we are ascending into higher levels of beingness through higher levels of consciousness, which then raise our frequency, our vibrational frequencies into higher levels of electromagnetic attraction, which allows us to create the realities in our 3D form that match those higher frequencies. It's a beautiful, beautiful transcendence from discussions of mindset and manifestation, transcending that into going right into the quantum physics of creation, which is where it all begins and which is where it all ends. So this week coming up is going to be quite potent. And we have had an influx of potency in photonic energy flooding into our planet for months now. and especially in these last few weeks, we have been given and been flooded with the beautiful gift of solar energy, solar rays emitted from our sun, from the great galactic sun in the middle of our universe. And that great galactic sun extends its energy into our sun, which then nurtures the planets in our solar system. And those solar rays have been flooding into our atmosphere on Earth, which then feeds and nurtures and sustains all of life on planet Earth. When we are out and consciously in and amongst nature, we are co-creating a beautiful, beautiful cacophony of energetic flow and awareness with all of nature, as we all embrace these high solar energies, which are awakening even more parts of our DNA. And that DNA is attached, each particle of our DNA is associated and resonates with a particle of, or with the energetic wheels of our chakra system, our 12 energetic wheels in our energetic bodies. And yes, we have 12. Therefore, there's a lot of new awarenesses going to be coming into your intuition. We can call it imagination. We can call it into your soul. You will be channeling in this week high levels of new light, new knowledge. Things will just simply be understood by your human mind as it resonates and clicks in with these ideas as they come from that great central place within you, your soul. The part of you, that 5D, fifth dimensional part of you that is connected into the universal realm and the Akashic records. The Akashic records are the file system, so to speak, the cosmic file system for everything that has ever been in existence, is in an existence, and which will ever be in existence. Therefore, your unique expression of life is pulled from the Akashic records, because that is where you are filed, so to speak. Your energetic consciousness is filed there, and you pull from every part of you that ever once was, that is now, and what will be. You pull into your consciousness new ideas. But this week you're going to understand that those ideas are not brand new, all of a sudden just given to you, and you have to go figure out how to create it. You are going to remember this week new remembrances, new memories of lives lived and to be lived that are recycling, that are being recreated by the version and the consciousness of you that is right now. Therefore, when these remembrances come in, you are going to have and feel in your fourth dimensional emotional self an overwhelming excitement of joy. And when you recognize a remembrance that you have, that we are going to no longer call ideas, because ideas are attached with a belief that, oh, this is something brand new that I'm supposed to create, and I don't know how to create that, so I'm going to forget about that idea. Those old patterns are absolutely cleared this week. And what is welcomed in is a new pattern of understanding. Then when something comes into your mind telepathically, it is being pulled in from the Akashic records, from your personal file. And it is a remembrance of another lifetime that you had resonated with, that you are ready to recreate that scenario so that you can live out the lessons that you learned from the previous time. You've already been there. So when you have these new remembrances coming in and you say, yes, I want to relive that because that was so fun. And I want to relive it now when it's going to be even more blissful. And you say yes and your heart explodes with joy. This is the week that you say yes and you move forward on it. So what that's going to look like, pause for a second, I'm going to take a sip. What that is going to look like, let's break it down even more. From a intuition, soul level 5D version of you. This is the multi-dimensional breakdown of the energetics of this week. Let's start with the 5D. You have these new ideas that you are now understanding are remembrances of previous lifetimes. And when you understand, they come in and you are excited by these ideas, the light goes on and you remember that this has already been done at one point by you. So you don't have, like small you, your mind doesn't have to figure it out. And you move forward. You have strength to move forward. You're going to have options this week. Options will be presented to you in the physical form. I don't know whether it's around the big thing for you. Whatever it is, this is a general read, so it could mean anything for, something different for everyone. But it's the big thing that you feel like you have done a lot of work to manifest into your life, this thing. The thing is going to come in ways, in different possibilities, and you're going to get to choose how you manifest into that reality. So this is why it's so fun. This is the week to have fun watching all the pathways in which you can reach and get to take the bridge, so to speak, into that next reality, the next version and manifestation. It's an exciting week. And as your choices come in, you choose the one. This is the week where you say, I want to commit to this pathway to get to my next home, my next job, my next relationship, whatever it is that is feeling as if you are ready to step into the next evolution of an expression in your life. This is where you choose it, and then you simply stay the course in your soul. You simply tune into that. You don't have to figure it out. It's already been done. You follow soul guidance, your intuition, to the next place. You've done enough work to clear out a lot of the old beliefs and the old patterns. So you're pretty clear at this point. If you are listening to this recording, you are in resonance with it. Therefore, your intuition is pretty powerful and pretty clear to you right now. And if you were still a little bit unsure of it, just take this recording and take this voice as confirmation that you can trust it. Okay? You can trust yourself. Now, you've done enough work. You can step into the unknown and comfortably know now that you can navigate the unknown through your internal navigation system. And this is the week that you really, really follow it, and you start to really, really see evidence of what happens when you do just that. Emotionally, let's go into the fourth dimensional part of you, the emotional self, the energetic self. This is going to be a week of deep, deep cellular healing. That's a really, really powerful week to have, because what that is saying is that not only do we have a healing energetically and emotionally, that then has physical effects of going into the cell levels of your 3D physical body. So it's going to be a beautiful week of healing. This is going to be, the energies coming in this week are going to be really high frequency, almost ninth dimensional frequency, which we cannot hold in physical form. However, our bodies will alchemize as much of these higher frequencies as possible. And these higher frequencies are literally healing us at a cellular level. So it's going to be quite intense, both emotionally and physically, in a unique way to every single soul that's going to be listening to this recording. So you'll just pay attention. You'll know if you have a lot of physical symptoms going on, if you have a lot of emotional symptoms or dis-ease going on, that might be a little bit heightened for this week only. And it's simply because these higher vibrational energies are healing and almost the vision, the sight that I'm getting, of the clip that I'm getting is, it's almost like it's these higher frequencies are cauterizing parts of our energetics, our energetic nerves, so to speak, so that deep healing is occurring, and it will have some physical discomfort, but do not fear it. Do not fear it. So emotionally, allow yourself to kind of pour these discomforts of emotions into the earth. Be out in nature quite a bit. So as you know, this process is going on, and you're going to be given high amounts of energy through the cosmos, through the solar energy this week. It's going to be very intense. Just know that any fear that comes up is unnecessary. This is actually a healing for you. Therefore, go out in nature, give the fear, give the discomfort to the earth. Allow it to ground down into the earth and out of you, so that healing can really take place and be clear, to be able to take place, clear of any fear or stress or anxiety at all. That is yours to pay attention to. That is yours to ground. That is yours to pay attention to your physical body, drinking lots of water so it is detoxifying itself and purging all of the toxins out that are going to be released from these higher energies. This is the week that you simply just sit back and you be a master, a queen of your emotions. Allow them to run through you, knowing it's nothing for you to do. It's simply just the healing passing through your body as it passes out of your body into the earth, into the energetic fields. It's going to be out of your energetic field. And we are also going to affirm here and now that as that energy passes through and does the healing and does the cauterizing, so to speak, of your energetic energetic challenges at the moment, all of that then drops out of your field back into the Akash, where it becomes a memory. And now it is no longer your reality. How beautiful of a healing week it is going to be for you, sweet, sweet soul. And because you feel this healing coming through, and because this healing then moves out of your field and back into the quantum field, you are now a vessel of healing. And that then motivates you and inspires you into some kind of movement. You are going to feel in the heart space by the end of this week that you are ready to move into a new physical expression. So that then comes down to your physical 3D self. What does that look like for this week? That looks like a longing for home, like where you become homesick. So if you're kind of like, what does that even mean? I want you to just simply take 10 seconds or so and really sit with, what does home mean to you? Home can have a few different meanings. Home can be your physical home. Many of us at our level of consciousness know that home means where we are. We are always at home. We are always connected into a higher source, into our source. You're always connected into your source. So no matter where you are always home. So in your physical world, what does home mean to you? Is there a question of where home is? Is there a contemplation of where would you love to be? Coming out of that 4D self, you're going to feel a lot of inspiration from movement. So in the 3D, we're getting that we're getting a message that there's going to be some movement in your home. And it's almost as if you're going to be offered there could be some, I'm seeing like some darkness, but nothing to fear. Just old patterns is what I'm getting more of. So it's not a dangerous darkness. It's nothing like that. It's just kind of like you're going to be challenged with old patterns popping up, or old situations, or a similar situation, and you in the physical form are going to make the decision to either repeat old patterns or to actually choose a new one. And those things that have been torturing your mind of, oh, I wish I would have just done it this way, that same situation is going to rear its head maybe in a different way. It'll look different, but it'll be similar. And this is the week that when you choose the new pattern, the new up-leveled 5D, the 5D choice, the 5D, we talked about the soul level bringing in new remembrances, and in the physical form, when you choose the direction of the new remembrance, that then unfolds in a completely different way. So your sense of home will shift, whether that's an inward shift or whether you've already made that consciousness shift, that will then present itself in your reality this week in some way. So it's going to be a big week of manifestation, and it's going to be quick manifestation. It's going to be quick understandings. It's going to be quick from the remembrance of the idea that comes into your mind, the remembrance that comes into your mind. Your heart's going to explode, and all of a sudden it's going to be presenting itself in your world. And you get to choose then in your world when it actually manifests, whether it's going to be created and built upon in the new 5D world, in that higher frequency, because you've chosen new patterns and a newer, elevated, more transcended consciousness, or are you going to repeat old patterns, kind of go back and choose the darker or the easier one, you've done this before, and repeat this pattern again in this aspect of your life. This is where it's all going to unfold. The final idea of this entire thing, to bring it all together, is this is the week where the magic happens. The shift occurs to you in consciousness, and then you start to see it now coming, kind of one step after another of it manifesting into your reality. That's really exciting. It feels kind of like when you're at the top of a roller coaster and you're about to start to go down, and you're like so excited and you're terrified all at the same time. Or if you've ever seen the funny videos, the viral videos that go around of like people sitting in a one of those like bungee things, and they know they're going to be like let go soon, and you just see the terror on their face, and all of a sudden that the bungee lets go and they shoot up, and they just are in pure delight and bliss and fear all at the same time. It's that kind of exciting fear. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's this kind of week. So it's going to be a beautifully, beautifully exciting week that will require some strength, because there might be some just terrifying fear out of pure excitement kind of energy. So it's going to be intense. And the final thought here is that it's time to shine. The resonance of this week between the high photonic light that's going to be flooding into us from the cosmos, from those solar energies that will be hitting us, they will be illuminating a lot of higher consciousness, things that we never even knew are going to be sparking those remembrances. Those remembrances are going to come up and your heart's going to explode and you're going to say, oh my gosh, yes, I want to repeat that because that was a really fun lesson. I'm going to do that again. And as soon as you say yes, movement starts to happen and you start to see synchronistic things and synchronistic opportunities that reveal themselves in your physical world. And everything starts to look as if, like, everywhere you look, there's a golden opportunity, because all pathways lead to this thing now. You just get to choose which pathway looks the most fun and adventurous for you. And when you get that remembrance in your telepathically through your soul, you get that, all of a sudden you get the vision and you say, oh my God, yes, I want that. Just allow yourself to flow with intuitive steps, because everywhere you look this week, it's going to be a golden opportunity. Enjoy this week. Thank you so much for being here for this Sunrise Sunday message. I am so honored to be presenting these to you and to myself so that I too can navigate this week with this message in consciousness, and knowing that no matter what comes in front of us, what is presented to us, it is all good this week. That's super, super exciting. So enjoy, and I would love to hear what exciting things happen for you. So make sure you come back to this video or find me on Instagram at Vidette Mayer, and let me know, because I would love to hear it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining this week's Sunday Sunrise. If you have enjoyed a positive experience with this episode, please don't forget to like and share it to spread the joy. And remember to leave a comment when this message has been received by your gentle soul. If you would like further support on your ascension journey, you can visit VidetteMayer.com for more information on U immersions, pop-up workshops, and private quantum hypnosis sessions. Be sure to subscribe to our email list to receive all Sunday Sunrise episodes in your inbox, as well as notifications on updates, events, and receive a free multidimensional activation as my gift to you. Craving a sacred circle of individuals truly doing the work to ascend into higher states of being? Join my own personal and professional circle of healers, giving of their talents to those vulnerable enough to bring sacred you to the circle. Join our weekly gatherings at malockaweavers.mn.com. Thank you for being here, sweet soul. Your presence is more valuable than you know. Sacred you is always welcome here.